So how long have you been fishing around Charlotte Harbor?
I moved down here in 2008. Pretty much been fishing since day one. So came down here and used to fish off all the piers, and when I was about 10 we got a boat. Started running that when I was about 13 by myself, and kind of fell in love with it.
You moved from Oahu?
Yeah, originally I'm from Oahu. Was born there. We moved when I was real young to Pennsylvania. Lived there for a few years, and family got sick of the cold, and it was either go back to Hawaii or had a cousin that lived down here, and came down here and visited her, fell in love with the area, and haven't left since. I don't plan on it either.
Now, did you say you started out like mating on offshore boats or something like that?
I actually mated on an offshore boat right out of this marina here when I was right out of my first year of college. So I was about 18, and started doing that and fell in love with it, and just decided to keep, pursuing this career. Had in mind that I wanted to be a charter captain ever since I pretty much first went on a boat. But yep, so started out deckhanding.
And then you, when you started guiding, you started out mainly inshore, nearshore stuff?
Yeah, I did some inshore, nearshore. I run a 22-foot bay boat as well, and started out. I used to do a lot of the redfish tournaments back in, all the way through high school and stuff. So started out doing that and kind of learning Charlotte Harbor, Lemon Bay, Placida, that kind of area, and then just fell in love with it. Decided I'm gonna take people fishing for the rest of my life.
Now, last year the area really had a tough go of it with the red tide. Well covered nationally and certainly locally. Folks are saying it's going to take a couple years for that to come back, especially on the inshore.
Yeah, I've seen the inshore come back a little bit. The amount of little snook around right now is crazy. And this winter we caught a lot of small redfish, which is good to see, and it's bouncing back. The inshore, it's coming back pretty good, and this closure that the FWC did and is letting us or making us throw back all the sport fish is just awesome. The best thing they could have ever done. So it's starting to come back. We're seeing some really large snooks, a lot of small snook. The redfish population's getting a little bit better, and catching a lot of sea trout too. Life's coming back down here, and it's amazing how fast it has come back.
That's good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, for an inshore trip like this, we were fishing in about 45 to 60 feet of water, depending on the stops. And what do we expect to catch on a trip like that?
So on our 4-hour nearshore, generally we try to stay usually within inside of 9 miles. Today, since we were on the federally permitted vessel that we could go, I think our farthest stop was about 12 miles, but got a little rough, so we came in a little closer. But generally, we're catching some stuff like this, some Key West grunts, some lanes, some mangroves, a lot of shorter groupers. Today we caught a pile of sharks. It's a good trip to go bend a pole. Really wanted to go a little farther offshore today and catch the bigger groupers and snappers, but Mother Nature said otherwise. Oh, fatty there.
Well, thanks for having us out today. It was good meeting you.
It was great meeting you guys. Like I said, I'm glad we got to go catch some fish, and Mother Nature unfortunately was not very kind to us, but we made the best out of it and got some good dinners to go.
Yep. A lot of good sandwiches here.
Oh yeah.